I hate you, Koala.
I hate you too.
I still hate you.
Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Child Light. I'm Koala.
And this is Bear.
And Bear hates me right now.
Yeah.
Because Bear's hangry.
I am hangry.
He's hangry. He didn't have lunch.
Man.
So, just do a little bit of house cleaning.
Dun, dun, dun,
I had two.
You didn't get that reference. I just made an Ed Sheeran reference.
I wasn't even listening.
Yeah, it's like I said it pretty low anyway. It's no worries. It's a line from Don't where it goes dun 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 on my hotel door.
Oh, like the knocking thing.
Yeah. Because you said housekeeping, so.
Oh.
Right into a
just before we ended the last session, we were getting chased down by a creature. So here's a boss fight.
So last time we were talking about the documentary.
Right.
Actually, let's be a little more specific. For the Oscars, it won the category for documentary short. So it was like a short
form, yeah.
And it kind of reminded me of another thing that I wanted to talk about. So there's a show on Netflix. I'm not sure you heard of it. It's The Making of a Murder.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's about a man who was wrongly convicted of a murder, and he did a lot of time. And surprisingly, I watched like the first episode, but I didn't really stick with it. But in the first episode, it's pretty amazing because it shows how he's adjusting back to regular civil life, right?
Right.
And he's not incredibly angry. I mean, he's obviously going through legal proceedings, but he isn't like as. Like for instance, if I do time for something I didn't do, I'd be like so pissed every day.
Yeah, I would hate the world.
Actually, but so that was my point. My point is that documentary, that series, only in its first season has gotten so much momentum that they are asking the president for a presidential pardon, like for all of his crimes. That he supposedly committed.
It's a true story then.
Yeah, it's a true story.
Oh, I thought it was just like I was about to say, I was like, how can the president give pardon to like a fictional character?
No, it's like a real guy. It's a real guy. Sorry, I should have prefaced. That's why I was thinking of it, because the whole documentary is what we were talking about last time.
I didn't know it was a documentary. Wow.
Yeah, and
did he get it?
So I'm not really sure actually. I should probably look it up, but I think that's pretty crazy though.
Right. Hi, little lady. Stay back! I will attack. Are you a clown? No, I'm a jester. I'm watching. Not one joke you better crack. Well, she clearly doesn't like clowns.
I think it's pretty crazy because that's the point of documentaries, to shed light on things that everyone else may not have heard of before,
right? Or
needs attention to,
right?
So I think that's pretty crazy.
No, it absolutely is. I mean, it's kind of sad though, because like in between the last episode and this episode, we actually looked it up, and it's not it's not really available anywhere.
Yeah, I can't find it on Netflix or Amazon Instant Video. It was released by HBO, so I'm guessing if you have an HBO subscription, you can.
And you couldn't, and like I couldn't. There was no results for HBO either.
Yeah, it's just
like when you googled the movie title, like it didn't. No HBO links for HBO's website even came up, like whether you had a membership or not.
Again, this is for the documentary Girl in the River. What was the other Girl in the River?
A price for acceptance or honor,
something like that.
Something like that.
Yeah, that's the title of it. But you can find it anywhere. I'm guessing if you have HBO, you can do like on demand from your cable box.
Probably.
That's the only way to get it. Or something.
I would assume that's like really the only way of doing it. Legally, of course.
Legally, yeah. Wink, wink. Legally.
Legally, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, that I actually really want to watch it.
I do want to watch that as well. Another one that I kind of want to give an honorable mention to, and it did win awards. Idris Elba actually won a couple awards for it. Was Beasts of No Nations.
Right.
That one's about the use of child soldiers in Africa.
Right.
and that was a pretty dark movie. I watched that one. That was pretty dark.
Oh, really? Would you
Yeah.
recommend watching it?
I recommend watching it because it's a great film in general, and
Right.
it does do what, like as we were talking about, a documentary is supposed to do, which is shed light on topics that need attention,
Right.
and that's definitely one of them. It's gripping. It's a good drama. Idris Elba really killed the role, and it sheds on the light of the use of child soldiers and the ramifications it has on the area. And I do recommend it if you have Netflix. That was actually supposed to be a movie that was released for wide in theaters.
I thought it was a movie.
It is a movie. It was supposed to be in theaters, but Netflix bought the rights to it, and that's the reason why it was available for streaming on day one
Oh.
instead of theaters. Yeah, which angered a lot of people in the theater industry because that's something
That was gonna be like that's a big movie.
right.
Yeah.
And it was really good. It was really good. The actor they had for the child soldier, who was one of the main characters,
Right.
he was really just amazing in the
He
role
killed
too.
it?
Yeah, he killed it. So
I'm Jen. Why are you so sad?
sorry, I was yawning. And when I yawn, I have like tears, so I can't really see. It's kind of strange. I'm not normal. This is merely makeup. It is fairly bad.
What are you like underneath?
Forget sad. Oceans of grief.
Did your parents die?
It's just who I am. I cannot tell you why. Truly sorry about your parents. That hurt.
It's a part of me now. I'm like a plant growing in its dirt.
That was sad.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, no, movie, highly recommend it. Beasts of No Nation. And Idris Elba won awards for it. I'm a big fan of him. He's really good.
yeah.
I didn't know he was in Thor.
I think he was one of the gods, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was he could see all of the stars. Heimdall, or is his name, or something like that.
Who?
It's the one with he had the gold crown sort of thing. Not the king, but he was basically like a gatekeeper.
I'm gonna be completely honest here. I have actually not seen any of the Thor movies.
Oh, okay, then that makes sense. Because if you saw it, then you know what I'm talking about.
I just know he was a god in that movie, one of those in the movies.
Yeah, well, plays badass, but anyway.
Yeah, but I haven't seen any of the Thor movies.
Oh, really?
Nope, none of them.
Why not?
I was never like, from all standpoints, like from a comic books side, like his character, everything. I just never was I was never like a fan of Thor as like a character.
Can we talk about Deadpool?
Did we?
I'm not sure. Did we?
I don't know. I love Deadpool.
Deadpool's great.
I fucking love Deadpool.
It was great. It's just everything about it was awesome.
Yeah. The movie was everything I was hoping for and more. So I was thinking it was gonna be like potentially like they're gonna just overdo it and make it really bad, just like milk the shit out of it. But it was actually, I personally thought it was fantastic. I loved it.
Yeah, it's one of those things where it doesn't try too hard,
Yeah.
right? It's just good. It doesn't try too hard. It's good.
Right.
Yeah, it was good. I'm really excited for a ton of movies now that we're.
Dude, there's so many superhero movies coming out.
It's kind of exciting.
I'm looking forward to X-Men. I'm pessimistic about Batman versus Superman. I'm
Yeah.
like, I honestly don't think it's gonna do very well.
I think I'm pessimistic about it too. Now, do you know what would be surprising? Just hear me out on this one.
Right.
It's kind of gotten some bad vibes as of late. A lot of people have been, I feel like, have been pessimistic as well.
Yeah, because
But imagine if everyone's so pessimistic and it turned out to be amazing. Just saying. Now, like,
yeah, I mean, low expectations, and then it like. The thing is like, it could be a shitty movie, but if everyone's expectations for it are really low, like, at best it's gonna be like, oh, okay, it wasn't bad.
yeah. Now, mark my words. If anyone's watching this, like, in the future, and the movie's already come out, I could be dead wrong.
Yeah, we could be absolutely dead wrong.
But as of right now, the movie hasn't come out, and I'm just, think about this fictitious scenario. Just imagine it. It would be kind of interesting.
Yeah, but I don't know. I don't see Ben Affleck as Batman. Henry Cavill's cool with Superman.
I hear get in the car.
To get in the car, yeah.
Okay.
The Jesse Eisenberg as Lex Luthor, hell no.
That was the
Hell
one that
no.
I just did not.
Hell no.
I don't know.
When I first saw the trailer for it, and then he was in it, I'm like, what character is he? And then when like I think he introduced himself in the trailer as Lex Luthor, I'm like, you're joking, right? You're joking.
I can't take him seriously in that role.
Mark Zuckerberg is fucking Lex Luthor. Hell no.
Well, that and the other movie, Now You See Me. If you
Yeah,
ever
like
saw
yeah,
one.
that one. Yeah, like no.
Because
He always plays a smart aleck character, but that doesn't mean
Someone
he's an
who talks
evil
a lot.
genius.
Yeah, someone who like talks a lot.
Yeah, Lex Luthor is not known for talking a lot. He's known for being like an evil genius that brings down Superman multiple times. There's a reason why he's like the Green Goblin to Spider-Man.
Right.
He's
right.
he's the Joker to Batman. And then you pull Jesse Eisenberg.
Although I am excited for Jared Leto as Joker.
Suicide Squad, yeah, I'm looking forward to that. For that and that reason alone.
We're both big fans of 30 Seconds to Mars. You know, the music and
Yeah.
all. So
I was actually taking an exam, a timed exam during the Oscars online, and the minute that I heard Jared Leto's name on as him being a presenter, I literally just walked out of my exam and watched it for like a good 30 seconds to hear him present, and then I walked away.
That's
I came back to
funny.
my exam.
wait, when was this?
This was for the Oscars.
No. Oh, okay, yeah, okay. How'd you just walk out though?
What?
How'd you just walk out?
What do you mean? How did I just...
You said this is like during your exam, right?
Yeah.
How'd you just walk out?
No, like I had an online exam. Like I was sitting at like where we are right now.
Got you.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Did you have a story about that as well?
Oh yeah. Well, we had an online. It's long story short. I had an online exam for C# coding, and
By the way, that was an interesting way to shoot an arrow.
yeah, you're not expecting it, are you?
No.
By the way, I don't think you named this creature.
Oh, dang it.
It's actually different than chocolate. It's close to chocolate, but it's different from chocolate.
Why do you hate it equally as much?
No, it's not as bad as chocolate.
Oh no.
Chocolate sucks.
Chocolate does suck for you. Man, see, that's a problem. I hype myself up, and now I can't. I gotta like follow up.
You gotta follow through, dude.
All right. Do you hate the character?
No, I like him just as much as every other enemy in this game. As much as you can like an enemy.
Man.
I mean, it's a fish that shoots arrows. So,
I keep thinking of the fish from American Dad.
oh, the goldfish, like
Goldfish for some
what
reason.
was he, German?
Yeah, like has like a weird accent and all.
Yeah, the German goldfish,
Oh man.
Heisenberg.
Why did I open my mouth? Now I gotta name him. Is there another one here?
What? No, not this battle.
Did I name all of these?
Yeah, these gargoyle-looking things, you named them. It was actually one of the first enemies we fought at the very beginning of the game.
Okay, that's what I thought. Is that he looked familiar, or it looked familiar. All right, a fish that shoots arrows. What? I don't know, man. I'm getting hungry again. That's what happened last time. I was really hungry.
You hit that weird high of, you're just like running on like adrenaline and fumes, but now you're just like,
That happens, right? Like when you don't get enough sleep, sometimes you feel like $1 million.
yeah, you feel like $1 million bucks,
And then
like all of a sudden it's like you just get bitch smacked in the face.
Or as 5-hour and you get that 2:30 feeling.
Yeah, that 2:30 feeling. Yep.
It's the same thing. I felt great. I didn't eat anything and I was okay, and then now I'm starting to feel it. So it's starting to take a toll on my mental processes. Well then.
But yeah, I'm gonna finish my story. So
Okay.
I was taking my C# exam online, and it wasn't a hard exam, but the thing is it was just like it was the very first exam, so it had introductory stuff. So some of the questions, though, because it was introductory, it was like just straight definitions, but some of the definitions are so vague that I just thought to myself, what kind of stupid ass question is this? Like, for example, like one of the questions that I got was it was a fill in the blank, but it was multiple choice, where it was like blank is anything that uses bytes or bits. No, sorry, not bytes, bits. Right?
So anything that you blank is something that uses bits.
Bits, right? Blank is anything that uses bits. And it was computer, programs. No, wait, it was shit. It was computational device. It was a digital device. Digital device, computational tool, electronics, and then some throwaway answer. So technically speaking, all of them use technically bits. So it's like, what? So anyway, I ended up getting a pretty good score on it, but the thing was, at the end of the exam, none of the questions or answers were available to us. So I emailed the professor saying, yeah, can I know, is there any way you can, give us the questions, at least tell us which answers we got wrong. And her email back just says, oh, come to my office hours. Her office hours are Mondays at 1 to 3 at a time where I can't go, and on a Saturday from 3 to 5.
Yeah, like office hours on a weekend, really?
Yeah, not only that, but I'm not going to drive to school to know. By the way, it was a 50 question exam and I got a 90, so technically speaking I got 5 questions wrong. I'm not going to drive like 30-40 minutes to my school just to find out what 5 questions I got wrong.
Yeah, especially not on a weekend.
Especially not on a weekend. So I'm not like for a completely online class to demand that you come to class.
Yeah.
Completely online to come to school to get your answers. To me, it's kind of dumb. That's just me. Because why would you take an online class if you had to come to school for help?
Yeah.
You know, if I could email you, we could video chat something, but just to get answers to an exam that's multiple choice, do I really need to come inside? Can you just give me access for like an hour?
Dude, that
or like just tell me which ones I got wrong?
Yeah.
I don't know. This whole anti-cheating measure thing it helps against not cheating, but at the same time, if you're genuinely trying to learn, it's useless.
Yeah, one of those unintended consequences.
Yeah.
But seriously, that question is messed up because
trust me, there's several. I would be able to read them off to you if I could see my goddamn questions.
Oh, true.
But,
case in point.
Like, just oh my gosh, I just wanna. I don't like that lady. I'm just gonna straight up say it. I don't like her. She's kind of a bitch.
I don't like you.
I don't like you. You're mean. Yeah, essentially she is mean.
Dude, that's terrible. I'm sorry.
I mean, whatever.
So if you, as an audience, if you have any stories like this, any messed up exam questions, any BS sort of situation like that,
it could just be that like a teacher just was being unreasonable, whether it was for a good reason or for a bad reason, whether they're being unreasonable or something shitty happened, or like just a teacher just hated you for no reason. Like, I can tell you a story like that. For example, like I had an English teacher my sophomore year. I'm not going to disclose her name, but this lady, your stereotypical English teacher who thinks she's the best thing on earth. She thinks that like English is the most important subject out of everything. So kind of self-important.
Sophomore of high school.
Yeah, for high school. She initially liked me, but the minute she found out who my brother was, I'm assuming she had for JA or some of that never actually stuck around for study hall. The minute she found out who my brother was, she stopped liking me. To the point that she would ask us questions during class. She'd be like, yeah, for example, we had to read Dante's Inferno sophomore year. So we'd read Dante's Inferno and she'd just be like, yeah, for example, like, oh, what's the... Like, she would ask us a question, like, oh, what's the third circle of hell about? Right? Like, what was the punishment and why was it the punishment, right? I had a very shy class, so most of the people in my class, like, even if they knew the answer, they wouldn't raise their hand.
Right.
So me, being the person that I am, I never really raise my hand unless no one else does. Even if I know the answer, I just don't feel like answering questions. If I know it, everyone else should.
Yeah.
Kind of a thing. So, you should, by the way,
Oh,
Name
are you
it.
kidding me?
Think of a name as I'm telling this story.
Fine.
So, so yeah, so she asked us a question, and then no one else would raise their hand. I would raise my hand, give the answer, and then everyone would know that's the correct answer. So like everyone would just kind of slouch in their chairs a little bit, just like not have to worry about it, right? And then she'd tell me no, and then everyone just like looks around at each other, going like, wait, why isn't she like that? Wait, what? Kind of confused, right? And then I had a friend of mine in the class, love the guy, but he saw, like, the thing was that it happened a few times where I would say the correct answer, everyone else would be like, what the fuck, that should be the right answer when she says no. And then the friend of mine would take a second, think about it, raise his hand, and then say the exact same answer, and she'd be like, right, you're correct. The thing is, the way the classroom was structured, the teacher was in the middle and all the desks faced the center of the classroom where she stood. So him and I sat opposite of each other, so we faced each other. So the first couple times it happened, like, we just looked at each other and like I gave a confused face and he would just shrug his shoulders and then move on. And then one time she gave a genuinely difficult question that was like a trick question. No one else knew it. I gave the answer. She said it was wrong. And then at this point, this happened 4 or 5 times, so literally my friend immediately raised his hand. Immediately. Like, she said no, a minute, like, not even, it was like a buzzard of Jeopardy, like, bah, got it. Like, there, right? And then he says the exact same thing, and then she goes, correct! And then in that moment, I just yelled out loud, are you fucking kidding me? And then she was startled and she's like, what's wrong? I'm like, I said the same goddamn answer and you said no. And she's just like, really? And I'm like, yes. And she's just like, oh, I must not have heard you this time. I'm like, this has happened before. Multiple times. And as this whole thing's going on, everyone else is kind of just like, wait, really? Like, kind of confused, whatever. And then my friend across the room has been taking my answers, just sitting there laughing, falling out of his seat. He's just... So stuff like that. If you have any stories like that that's funny, anything like that, feel free to leave a comment down below. But like, I remember in that moment, I'm like, this is sort of like your cell phone story. Once your cell phone gave out on you on the highway when you needed directions the most, you've never been there before. That was the moment where I was like, this teacher is not worth her weight in gold. She's not worth anything. She's useless.
Right.
I don't care. She's like, doesn't matter if she doesn't give me a recommendation letter to college. I don't give a shit. She's useless.
Yeah, no, she's awful. I can confirm. Also had her as a teacher, different year, but man, she's just straight awful. She hated me for like for no.
Hopefully, she didn't know you were my friend, because Jeebus Christ.
Probably that could have like helped. Like her case to hate me, if that makes sense. She's straight.
Oh yeah, that's
awful,
another
man.
reason why I hate fucking chocolate. They heal themselves.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Because, fuck.
The other one's name is John Benjamin. It sounds random as hell.
The fish one?
Yeah.
John
But you know
Benjamin.
why? John Benjamin voices the character of Archer. And that fish-looking bow and arrow creature.
Okay.
Reminded me of
John
it.
Benjamin.
John Benjamin.
Okay.
I think John Benjamin. He voices. He's the one in Wet Hot American Summer on Netflix. I mean, I
haven't seen
Netflix
that movie.
just freaking paid me, man. I mean, I've already plugged them twice, 3 times now, 3 times
Yeah.
now.
I haven't seen White. That's another one of those ones. I have a long list of TV shows and movies that I need to put on my list of like need to watch. You slut.
Oh, true.
That's my new insult for like literally everybody. It's not exclusive to girls or guys. It is.
I
everyone.
caught myself saying that too.
Really?
Yeah, you're rubbing off on me, Koala.
But yeah, no. Fucking slut.
I haven't graduated to that level yet.
What?
I say slut.
Oh
Just
yeah.
Yeah, but I don't say it to anyone. I say it in. It's sort of like when you hit your foot on the door and you're like, oh, expletive. That's like.
Aw, you slut.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
come up with random ones. Currently, my current one is slut, and I like it a lot. I like calling everyone a slut, girl or guy.
Wow, that's bold.
Yeah.
What happens if you get someone's a feminist?
I tell them that I call everybody a slut.
I would try just to even things out.
Yeah, I call guys sluts. Because guys can. It's not exclusively.
No, it's not.
Like, at least the way I use it, it's not exclusively reserved for females.
I don't think so either. I don't think you should gender discriminate.
No.
Right? If you're
guys can be bitches. Yeah. Girls can be assholes.
Exactly.
You can call them either.
Call them whatever you want.
Yeah. So that's my defense. It's like, yeah. Oh yeah. Why do you, like, girls aren't sluts? I'm like, guys are sluts.
Mm-hmm.
I've met plenty of guy sluts, whether they're actually according to definition or just the way I use it. Guys have been sluts.
Yeah, no,
so
I agree. It's kind of funny.
And that's my defense. So if a feminist ever comes to me and goes like, "You shouldn't be calling girls sluts," I'm like, I call guys sluts.
Yeah.
And if they're like, "Well, you shouldn't be calling girls that," I'm like, "Well, I'm calling guys sluts too." So if you're a true feminist, then it's equality, right? It's equal.
Shut down.
I don't. You being a girl doesn't exclude you from being called something.
Yeah.
Just because you're a girl doesn't mean you should be accepted as, like, you should be the exception, not be called a name if you deserve it.
Right.
If you deserve it, hell, you're an ass, you're a bitch, you're a slut. I don't care. You can be guy or girl. I don't care. I can be. The thing is, if I'm being an asshole, I'm a guy. If I'm being an asshole or a bitch, I can be sure. I'm not excluded from it. I can be called a bitch or an asshole or cunt. I don't care.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Oh, the legendary C word.
The legendary C word. Anyway, but like, that is just because of your gender doesn't mean you're excluded from being called anything.
As I've heard, you know,
yeah.
As the shoe fits, right? If the shoe fits.
Right. So another cutscene.
All right.
So we're gonna just go through this cutscene real quick, and then it'll be the end. But you know, this just seeing the real world, so to speak, the other world, seeing what his dad's conditions like, and dad is essentially, you know, on the ropes. But anyway, I'd say this is a good place to, you know, cliffhanger place to stop, so to speak.
Yeah, we
covered you don't know Bear, but this is I would say this is a good cliffhanger spot to.
Ooh.
Good spot to end it. So thank you guys so much for watching. Stay tuned for the next episode. Like, comment, subscribe, share, comment, subscribe.
All right.
So yeah, catch you guys in the next one. Peace.